Did you guys end up making as much as you wanted to this year? Because I certainly didn't. I made a lot less stuff than I originally planned on. But everything I made this year turned out really, really well. So today I'm going to show you everything I made in 2023. And we're going to start with the 3 projects I made in December that you guys haven't seen yet. Like this gorgeous poncho. I started crocheting this poncho before Thanksgiving and just finished it last week. So it took quite a bit of time to crochet. I basically got the idea for this poncho because I needed something warm and comfortable, and this fit the bill. And I almost added white to it because I had a bunch of yarn that I wanted to use up. And I'm glad I didn't add the white because I really like the gray, black, and purple together. I think the color is just beautiful, and I really, really love the way this poncho came out. But the thing I love the most about this poncho is that it just makes me feel really elegant, and that's my ultimate goal with clothing, is just to feel pretty and feminine and elegant. I crocheted a seafoam green infinity scarf as a gift for somebody this year. And I finally finished crocheting these fingerless gloves that I started over 10 years ago when I was in high school. I originally started crocheting these gloves to go with this matching hat and scarf set that I made and wore my sophomore year of high school with a purple trench coat. And I look like the Mad Hatter, and I got bullied for it because kids are stupid and they don't value creative freedom. And I'm just really glad I finally got these gloves done after like 10 years of trying to make them. And they just got lost for a while, and I dug them up actually earlier this month and finished them. And now I have my matching hat, scarf, and glove set. But for how much I love all my crochet projects that I've made this year, and I love to crochet, I still don't know how to crochet. Like, fundamentally, I don't know what the stitches are called. I don't know, increasing and decreasing properly. Like, you can tell on the back of my little poncho here, like, I kind of screwed up some of the color changing because I just don't know how to crochet. I just do it. Like, these balls of yarn are like a good example of how I crochet because I just go around and around until I'm out of yarn. Like, I can't go another loop around the poncho with this yarn because it's too small. So that's when I'm done with my project. I just don't know how to crochet. I don't use patterns. My brain just can't wrap itself around like all the little acronyms for crochet terms, and I don't know how the stitches are done. So I love crochet, but I don't know how to do it. So if you guys are interested in me showing you how I make some of my crochet projects, like, let me know in the comments below, because I'll show you guys. I just don't know how to explain it to you, so it's not going to be a great tutorial, but if you're interested, I'll let you guys know. And that brings me to this bag that I actually made 2 years ago, but I just wanted to share with you guys that I have been using this bag. It is absolutely perfect to store all of my crochet projects that I work on. It fits all these different balls of yarn, all these different projects, and it's just perfect for everything I need for crochet. So I just wanted to show that I actually use everything that I make on this channel, including this little upcycled skirt into a bag. And next we have the only project I made this year that I did not design, which is a quilt that my grandmother started making. And after she passed away, I asked my aunt if she could send me any unfinished quilts my grandma was working on, and this is what I got. So I ended up doing all the quilting stitches. You can see more on the back. I just did a crazy meander back and forth on the quilting, and then I bound the edges for her. But my grandma did everything else on this quilt. She picked all the colors out, she did all the patching, and quilt sandwiched it all together for me. I just did the finishing touches on this. This was a really therapeutic project for me to work on, and I'm glad I got to finish it for Grandma because she was always running around, always helping other people, always staying busy, and I can finally help her out. I can finally finish her quilt with this project. I also made these cute little shamrock coasters for St. Patrick's Day last year. We just use them all year round because they're the only coasters we have. But I wanted to mention these because if you're like new to sewing or crafting, or you just want a really simple project, these are a really good beginner level project to make. If you want to just start something easy, you can always make your own coasters. But my sewing goals this year were not to make coasters and quilts and crochet projects. It was to make more clothing, specifically clothing that fits. Like this gorgeous gothic outfit that I designed using an AI picture generator. This is the only outfit I made in 2023. But if I were to only make one outfit in a year, this would be the outfit to make because it is gorgeous. It is divine. This fabric for the skirt is just so beyond perfect for a circle skirt, and I've already worn this like several times. This shirt is even dirty. I need to wash it because I just wore it because I love this outfit. It came out better than I expected it to. I also made these little gloves to go with this outfit. I have a little red thumbnail that's grown on me quite a bit. And they're not perfect, but this was my first time ever making gloves, well, sewing gloves. I have crocheted gloves before, but this was a big project for me, even though it's kind of small and didn't take very long. It felt like a big project to try. But the reason why I only made this one outfit in 2023, even though my goal was to make more clothing, is because I had to get to the point where I could make clothing because I had to spend several months just getting my sewing room put together and ready for sewing. And actually padding out my dress form was one of those steps that had to be done. And I feel like getting my dress form ready and getting my sewing room ready to the point where I could actually make an outfit as good as this is a huge step. And I feel like that achieves my goal that I had this year because maybe I didn't make a lot of clothing, but I got back to making clothing. I got back to a point where I could make clothing, and I could make clothing that is gorgeous and fits perfectly. If you've been following my channel, you know that to get to the point where I even padded out this dress form, I had to do a lot of organization and moving stuff around and making a few projects for my sewing room. So the first project I actually made this year was making this gorgeous set of curtains. These curtains were a fantastic scrap buster project for me, especially with this duvet cover that I upcycled to make the black part of the curtain, and then this purple and black striped knit fabric, not the wisest choice for curtains. I was able to sew it to the top of that duvet cover. And all things said and done, these curtains themselves didn't take too long to make. They were actually a fairly easy project. I would definitely recommend making curtains as a beginner for sewing. But these curtain ties that I made, these little medallions that I made behind the curtain poles, this is just all a mess. That took like 2 or 3 months to do because I was having some metric screw problems. But this was a really fun project to make. I'm really glad I made it, and just seeing everything all together and being able to control how much light I want in this room and being able to use this as a really pretty backdrop, I'm just really proud of myself for pushing through and getting all of this curtain nonsense done because I love this gorgeous backdrop. It's so me. This fabric, everything is just so me, and it's inspiring. It makes me want to come into my sewing room and start sewing and crafting and making other things. And you might not be able to see it from here, but right over there is an upcycle dresser that I store a bunch of fabric in. It was left to rot by the previous owners of this house in one of the sheds, and I just brought it inside and cleaned it up. The little flowers were already on there. I just cleaned them off, and I also spent a lot of time and effort getting sticky, putting all of this wallpaper inside the drawers so I can protect my fabric and store my fabric in it. And this dresser is also perfect to store my sewing machines, so that was a great project to work on, even though it was kind of gross and messy. Other than that, I just spent a lot of time organizing stuff, unpacking, rearranging this room until it was a good layout for me to sew in. And I can say, even though I haven't made a lot of projects this year, Every time I came in here to make a project, I came in here to sew and draft patterns. This room has been absolutely perfect for that. It's been a really good layout for me. I have the space I need to sew after being in apartments for years that were just too small, and I just love my new sewing room, and I can't wait to get actually sewing and making stuff in it next year in 2024. And I already have some very special plans for 2024. I have been sketching and planning, and I'm going to be making a capsule wardrobe next year. So if you guys are interested, in my next video, I'm going to talk all about my plans for my capsule wardrobe next year and everything I plan to make in 2024. So if you're not subscribed to my channel already, make sure you do that so we can sew together in 2024. And please leave a like on this video or a comment if you liked anything that I made in 2023. Thank you guys so much for watching my video today. I will see you guys next time.